What if I told you this stylish statement jacket started as an oversized denim jacket worn completely upside down? Today, I'm showing you one of the easiest upcycles I've ever made. No pattern drafting, no complicated cutting, just one simple channel, one ribbon, and about 10 minutes of sewing. All right, you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen, and this is Jen Restyle Fashion, where we flip it, thrift it, and style it to achieve the wardrobe of our dreams. All right, you guys, this project is perfect if you're new to upcycling and have been looking for a beginner-friendly project that actually looks high-end when it's finished. So let's get started. Now, talking about bigger being better, this is where it really counts. So think men's XL, men's double XL, men's triple XL, men's 4XL. The more fabric equals more drama. Don't worry if it looks ridiculously oversized. So you're going to put this jacket on and turn it upside down. Okay. The original collar becomes the waistband and the hem becomes the collar. Make sure you try it on first. And then you're going to take your ruler and you're going to measure from the bottom of the jacket to maybe 5 to 7 inches. It really just depends on how big your jacket is, how long your jacket is. You could have a wider collar if you have a longer jacket. So it just depends. I think I did mine around 6 inches from the bottom. This is where you're going to start really realizing what's going on. Okay. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect. So what you're going to do is take a piece of lightweight fabric. If you're using denim, you definitely want something light and silky and smooth, because then your ribbon or your cording will move through it really quickly and easily. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to create a channel. So I just created a strip of fabric that was approximately 2.5 inches wide. I stitched down one side, staying on that line that I created that was about 6 or 7 inches from the bottom of the jacket. I stitched down one side, and then I went back to stitch the other side, but when I was stitching the other side, I was inserting the ribbon at the same time. So this actually saves you a lot of time, because if you sew the ribbon inside the channel at the same time, you don't have to worry about trying to thread it through the channel later. So here you see me taking the ribbon, placing it right next to the channel, and then I'm going to take the remaining part of that strip that I just sewed down, and I'm going to fold it over, create my little seam there, and then I'm just going to stitch. And I'm making sure that the ribbon is pushed all the way over to the side so I don't accidentally stitch it when I'm making this casing. The casing is key. Okay, when you're sewing the casing, take your time. Make sure you're not sewing over the ribbon or the cording or whatever it is that you decide to put inside the casing. The reason that I don't use elastic is because I want to be able to adjust without having the elastic doing the adjusting for me. Plus, after a few washes, elastic starts to really stretch out. And this way with the ribbon, I can make a cute bow when it's done, or I can change the ribbon out. So as you see, the casing is done. And this is so easy. Like, you could probably do this. If you're a beginner sewer, I think you could probably get this project done in about 90 minutes. Okay. So here you see me. I'm putting the jacket back on, again, upside down. And I'm going to flip that collar out to the outside. And now you see, you can make this collar as big or as wide as you want. So now I'm pulling the ribbon, and see how you get that ruching around the neck. Oops, I left a little pin in there. So I've got to pull that out, and then I'm going to stick it on my clothes. And of course, I'm going to get stuck later. I'm always getting stuck with pins. Do you guys who are seamstresses, do you guys get stuck with pins a lot? I do. All right, so I'm pushing the gathers around to the neck. I'm pulling the ribbon. I'm actually going to tie it and pull and tie. And I do like it for, depending on what I'm wearing, I might want a lower V, but I want to see if I can close this up. So I'm going to pull and ruche it even more. And then I'm going to button the jacket close as tight as I can. Now I can't button the bottom button, not that small, but I am continuing to ruche and pull the collar up. And now I can use my ribbon to make a cute little bow in the front. Y'all, I cannot wait until I get into the styling of this, but we're going to throw it on with my white balloon joggers that I got from Akira. And I'm actually going to style them for you in a later reel, but I wanted you to see how this looks. This is the easiest upcycle that you will probably ever see me do on this channel. It's almost as easy as the 1 hour skirt, which I will pin here. All right, so here we go, fully styled. I put on my little bustier that I made, my pants from, these are the balloon pants from Akira. Show you guys what it looks like from the back. The collar gives the perfect little waistband. I threw on some cute shoes. And then I decided to throw on my white wedges from Zara, this cute little pearl bag. And I am ready for brunch. I am ready for lunch. I am ready for breakfast. I am ready for a day out shopping because I think I'm cute. All right, you guys, let me know down below. Will you try it? If you do, please tag me somewhere, Instagram, Facebook. I don't care. Just let me know. I would love to see it. All right, you guys, have a great one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.